Hello. Welcome to Sky Sea Channel. Of course, we are still discussing matters related to the sea. This time we will discuss one of the most terrifying and mysterious sea creatures in mythology, Leviathan. Have you ever heard of Leviathan? Does he really exist, or is he just a figment of imagination? Let's find out together. Leviathan is a name that comes from Hebrew, which means twisted or enveloped. In biblical mythology, Leviathan is a sea monster created by God as a sign of his power. The monster is described as a sea serpent that coils and becomes a symbol of chaos. In the book of Job, Leviathan is called a creature that cannot be defeated by humans, even by the gods. Only God can control and destroy Leviathan. However, Leviathan does not only appear in biblical mythology. He also appears in other mythologies, such as Canaanite, Egyptian, Phoenician, and Greek. In some sources, Leviathan is identified with Lotan, Apophis, Yam, Tiamat, or Typhon. All these creatures are enemies of the gods and symbolize the wild and destructive power of nature. Some sources also mention that Leviathan has 7 heads, which may be inspired by the dragon in the Book of Revelation. Then, where did the origin and inspiration of the legend of Leviathan come from? Is there any scientific or historical evidence to support his existence? Actually, there is no concrete evidence that can prove that Leviathan ever lived on Earth. However, there are some theories that try to explain this. One theory is that Leviathan is one of the ancient sea reptile species that lived in the Mesozoic era, about 250 million years ago. These sea reptiles have long and slender bodies like snakes, with fins and sharp teeth. Some examples of these sea reptiles are Mosasaurus, Plesiosaurus, Elasmosaurus, and Liopleurodon. According to this theory, ancient humans saw fossils or bones of these sea reptiles and thought they were sea monsters. This can explain how the legend of Leviathan emerged and developed in various cultures and religions. This theory is supported by the book The Dragons of Eden by Carl Sagan, a famous scientist and writer. Another theory is that Leviathan is a giant whale that lives in the ocean. Whales are the largest marine mammals that ever existed on Earth. Some whale species can reach more than 30 meters in length and weigh more than 100 tons. Whales also have very loud sounds that can be heard up to hundreds of kilometers away. According to this theory, ancient humans heard or saw whales from afar and thought they were frightening creatures. This theory is supported by the book Moby Dick by Herman Melville, a famous novelist and poet. Another theory is that Leviathan is a product of human imagination influenced by their culture and religion. Humans always seek meaning and explanation for things they do not understand or fear. The sea is one of the things that is full of mystery and danger for humans. Therefore, humans create stories or myths about extraordinary sea creatures to express their awe, respect, or fear of the sea. This theory is supported by the book The Power of Myth by Joseph Campbell, a famous mythologist and writer. Well, that was some information about Leviathan that I can share with you. But did you know that Leviathan also appears in the movie Godzilla King of the Monsters? This movie is a sci-fi action movie released in 2019. This movie tells about Godzilla and other titans who are awakened by the call of King Ghidorah, a 3-headed alien monster who wants to rule the Earth. Leviathan is one of the titans who are awakened by the call of King Ghidorah. Leviathan is not shown directly in the movie, but only mentioned in dialogue and shown on monitor. So, what can we learn from the legend of Leviathan? I think we can learn that the sea is a place full of wonders and mysteries, but also challenges and threats. We must appreciate and preserve the biodiversity of the sea, because they are part of our heritage as humans. We must also be open-minded and critical towards the stories or myths we hear or read, because they may have different historical, cultural, or religious backgrounds. I hope you enjoy this video and get new insights about this mythical sea creature. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.